Hello fellow gamers, welcome back to the channel. And today we are going to be unboxing the first of 5 Investigator starter decks from Fantasy Flight's Arkham Horror the card game. This particular one is the male lady, Stella Clark. And we all know how we feel about the post office right now. So let's open her up and see what she's got inside here. These are ready-to-play Survivor starter decks along with 24 upgrades for campaign play. Stella Clark, the letter carrier, recover quickly from failed tests and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. These cards can also be used to augment and customize existing decks. Of course, you can scan away, but we're going to open it up and check it out. All right, we have a little bit of info here. All right, looks like we got a little write-up on Stella Clark. This is how to upgrade her, her expansion symbol, additional rules, and a little bit of story on her. I hope to see these Investigators in another book. I mean, you know, they did put out the Investigator book. If you're not familiar with it, they did. The Investigators of Arkham hardback, and then in the Arkham Horror Deluxe Rulebook, they wrote up 2 more Investigators. This doesn't seem to be as long as the, of course, what's in the hardback, but it's a little bit. All right, let's take a look at the cards. We got her mini card in here as well. All right, so here we go. All right, at least she's getting the mail on time for people. All right, we got her main card here. She's a 3 willpower, 2 intellect. She got a 3 combat and a 4 agility. And it says chosen civic as a reaction trigger. After you fail a skill test, you may take an additional action during your turn this round, limit once per round. If you get the Elder Sign token, the effect is +1. You may instead choose to automatically fail this test to heal 1 damage and 1 horror. I can hear it. Can it hear me? And she's got an 8 and 8, so she's pretty good. Pretty strong up there. Got her little deck building size 30, survivor cards level 0 to 5, neutral cards 0 to 5. And deck building requirements do not count toward the deck size. 3 copies of neither rain nor snow. 1 copy of Called by the Miss. 1 random basic weakness, which is the new Postmaster General pulling all the sorting machines. Just kidding. All right, let's see what we got here. And here we got this one. Neither rain nor snow. It's a 3 wild. Skill, innate developed, Stella Clark deck only. If this skill test fails, cancel all effects of the failed test. Okay, here through those. There's the treachery, Called by the Mists. Revelation, put the Called by the Mists into play in your threat area. Force, after you initiate a skill test with a difficulty of 4 or higher, take 1 damage. You get a double action to discard Called from the Mists. That's not too good. Atticophobia. Basic weakness, Madness. Revelation, put Atticophobia into play in your threat area. After you fail a skill test, take 1 horror and then another double action to discard Atticophobia. Okay, we got the 18 Caliber Derringer. Got a 3 cost with a combat. It uses 2 ammo. Action, spend 1 ammo, fight, you get +2 combat for this. +2 combat and deal +1 damage for this attack. If you fail, place 1 ammo on 18 Derringer. Okay. That's kind of cool. Have 2 of those. We have Grimm's Fairy Tales. It's a 2-cost asset with a willpower. Item Tome uses 4 secrets. Get a reaction trigger. After an investigator at your location fails its skill test by 2 or more, exhaust Grimm's fairy tales and spend 1 secret. Heal 1 horror from that investigator. Of course, that's looks exactly like Wendy. Okay, we got old keyring. You know, I do love the, again, with all Fantasy Flight stuff, I do love the artwork. It's really cool. Even the keyring looks cool. It's a 1-cost asset with a intellect. Uses 2 keys. If there are no keys on old keyring, discard it. Action investigate. Your location gets -2 shroud for this investigation. If you succeed, remove 1 key from old keyring. 2 of those. We have Granny Orn, tough old bird. She's a 4-cost asset. Ally. You get +1 willpower. Reaction trigger. When an investigator at your location would fail a skill test, exhaust Granny Orn. That investigator fails by either 1 less or 1 more. She got 1 health and 3 sanity. Okay, Mysterious Raven. It's a 1-cost asset with an intellect. Free trigger. Discard Mysterious Raven and take 1 horror. Discover 1 clue at your location. And his eyes have all the seeming of a demon that is dreaming. Little Edgar Allan Poe. I used to love his stuff. Still do. I mean, he's great. I haven't read it in years, but he's great. Anyway, no health, and he's a 1 sanity. Rabbit's Foot. We've seen this before. 1-cost asset with a wild. It's a charm. We got a reaction trigger. After you fail a skill test, exhaust Rabbit's Foot and draw 1 card. Okay. I'm starting to see some doubles. Scrapper. I believe we've seen this one too. 2-cost asset with a combat and agility. Talent, free trigger. Spend 1 resource. You get +1 combat for this skill test, or you can get +1 agility. Will to Survive. It's a 4-cost event at a combat and agility. Is fast play during your turn. Do not reveal chaos tokens for the next skill test you perform this turn. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. We have a Test of Will, 1-cost event with a willpower. A Spirit, fast, play when an investigator at your location draws a non-weakness treachery card. Test 3 willpower. If you succeed, cancel that card's revelation effect. Okay, nicey, nicey. Dumblock. It's a 2-cost event with 2 agility. Fortune, fast, play after you fail a skill test by 2 or less during an evasion attempt against a non-elite enemy. Place that enemy on top of the encountered deck. Very nice. You grit your teeth, Miss Stella. It's a 1-cost event with a wild. Fast, play after you fail a skill test. You get +1 to each of your skills for the remainder of the round. Learn to Live, 0-cost event with a wild. Fast, play after a skill test you failed ends after resolving all effects from the failed test. Attempt that test again, you get +2 skill value for that test. Look what I found. I believe this is under double 2. It's a 2-cost event with double intellect. Fast, play when you fail a skill test by 2 or less while investigating. Discover 2 clues at your location. And we have Oops, which is another double. I've seen this before too. I'll go over it anyway. It's a 2-cost event with a double combat. Fast, play after you fail a skill test by 2 or less while attacking an enemy engaged with you. Deal this attack's damage to a different enemy at your location. Take Heart. Love the art. Love, love, love the art. A beautiful lady. Max 1 committed per skill test. You may commit Take Heart to any type of test. If this test fails, the performing investigator draws 2 cards and gains 2 resources. Okay, very cool. Cherished Keepsake. Oh, this looks like Wendy's. 0-cost asset. Forced, when Cherished Keepsake is defeated by horror, exile it. And it has 4 horror. Yes, and this is Mr. Potterson. So, we got a couple more of him. This is the real common stuff here. We got a couple other coats. Got another different Derringer. It's a 2-cost 2 pip Oh, see, I missed that. I'm sorry. We should make sure I check this out here. Oh, I missed that. This is a 1 pip, 0 cost leather coat. Forced. When another coat is defeated by damage, exile it. And it's 4 damage on there. So it's a different leather coat. Okay, we got a 2 cost, 2 pip, 18 Caliber Derringer. We have it combat and agility. Gets 3 ammo. Spend 1 ammo. Fight, you get +2 and deal +1 damage for this attack. If you fail, place 1 ammo on 18 Caliber Derringer. And the next time you trigger this ability this round, you get an additional +1 for that attack. Okay, very cool. Test of Will. 0 cost, 2 pip. Fast, play when an investigator at your location draws a non-weakness treachery card. Cancel that card's revelation effect, then test 3 willpower. If you fail, exile Test of Will. Next we have Look What I Found, which is a 2 cost, 2 pip. We have a double intellect and an agility. Fast, play when you fail a test by 3 or less while investigating. Discover 2 total clues from among your location and connecting locations. Dumb Luck, here we go. Another Dumb Luck. It's a 2 cost, 2 pip. We have willpower and double agility. Fast, play after you fail a skill test by 3 or less during an evasion attempt against a non-elite enemy. Place that enemy on the bottom of the encounter deck. Ah, I like that. Get him out of the way. Unexpected Courage. 2 pip, 2 wild. Max 1 committed per skill test. If this test fails, return unsuspected courage to your hand. Okay. I like that better. Updated Granny. Got a 4 cost, 3 pip with a willpower and a intellect. You get +1 willpower and +1 intellect. When an investigator at your location would fail a skill test as a reaction trigger, exhaust Granny Orin. That investigator gets either +1 skill value or -1 skill value for that test. She got a 1 health and a 3 sanity. We got a 0 cost, 3 pip Lucky. Fast, play when an investigator at your location would fail a skill test. They get +3 to their skill value for that test, and the investigator draws 1 card. Next, we have Chainsaw. I like that. I want to see Granny with a chainsaw. We got a 4 cost, 4 pip. We got 3 combat. It's a tool. And it uses 3 supplies. Spend 1 supply, fight. You get +2 and deal +2 damage for this attack. If this attack fails, either place 1 supply on Chainsaw or deal 1 damage to the attacked enemy. Oh yeah, here's my chainsaw. All right, okay. Yeah. Now I would like to see that kind of an Army of Darkness crossover for Arkham Horror. Wouldn't that be cool? Quick Learner. I wonder if you can get the license for that. That would be really cool. Quick Learner, it's a 4 pip asset. Permanent, during or before your first action of each of your turns, each skill test you perform gets +1 difficulty. Or during or after your third action, no, not or, I'm sorry, and. During or after your third action of each of your turns, each skill test you perform gets -1 difficulty. And we have Deja Vu. It's a 5 pip. Asset. Weird looking cat. Permanent. In between 2 scenarios of a campaign, reduce the experience cost to purchase up to 3 cards that you exile during the last scenario by 1 each. All right, that's it. That's all I got for you right here for this one. We've got some really great cards to play with, and I really like the fact that you can just jump right on in and just start playing with her. You know? Okay, have a great day.